shining a light where the shadows creep, for the lost, the stolen, the ones who will weep. She won't turn away, she won't back down, even when the loony clowns come round. Threats don't shake her, lies don't win. She stands for justice, right till the end. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids, true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Chase fame, some chase views, but she fights for those with nothing to lose. For the kids who vanish without a trace, she won't stop till she cracks the case. They try to silence, they try to scare, but truth don't break and she's still there, calling out monsters, showing their game. Justice comes when you speak their name. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kid, true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Kids stand strong, she makes the choice. For victims gone, for those in need, she's fighting hard, she won't concede. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids, true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook streams, she'll fight for you. At the end of the day, this is all we have to say. Viper will always have her back. He will pick you right in the sack.
Good morning, my beautifuls. I know it's early. I know really. Okay. Let me put this up here. Okay, I knew about this 2 weeks ago or so. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I probably even talked about it. Hold on a minute. Let's get me out of here. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Let's get it out of here. All right, I'm going to go here. All right, here we got Fred Sigmon, sorry. And he is going to be euthanized. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Sorry, people. March 9th. Okay, and I was waiting for more information to come. That's why you see the table on there. That's why you see the electric chair on there. That's why you see the firing squad. Because I was waiting for him, because in South Carolina, they get to choose how they get to leave. Okay? He chose the firing squad. But I have a good live. I hope you guys like this live setup. Hold on a minute. I'm still half asleep, kind of. I've been up for a while because, research. All right. However, people, have you ever, I sleep with my TV on, and I bought a movie. I guess I bought a movie overnight. Okay, people, now this is what I want to know. I want to know if tonight Anybody wants to watch a movie with me? Maybe even two movies? Yeah. The one I got 30 days, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let me get my headphones on. I want to show you guys. I can't believe I did that. Let me see. Is my sound good? Hello, hello. All right. Oh my God, that's so loud. People, I know I need better sound and all that crap, but you know what? It is what it is for now. That's all I can do. All right, should we keep Brad in the background? I'm going to show you the two movies I'm talking about because you guys, we could do it on, I think, Facebook, okay, and Rumble at the same time because I've been safe so far on Facebook and Rumble you can without a doubt. However, on Rumble we can't chat, but on Facebook we can. This is the one that I accidentally got overnight. Okay, and we're just gonna watch little tiny clips because what they do, they like to do copyright. This is called like Father Like Son, and you know what? It kind of looks scary, people. So we'll just play the first, I don't know how many seconds.
I imagine you feel angry.
What's the matter?
Father's a monster.
How about that? How about that, people? And that's all I'm gonna play. Okay. Let me give you guys a link. And you know what? You tell me in the comments below, and we could do this tonight, people, because you know what? I got time. Okay, go watch the whole. I know, right? It might be triggering to people. I think it's based on a true story. Here's the other one. Here's the other movie, and I got to make up my mind on that because I got to pay for that one too, but we'll see. Let's see. Give me a minute. Now, since we've been talking about death warrants, there's a movie, and I didn't know there's a movie, and some of my favorite actors are in it, called Firing Squad. So we will watch just, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hold on, let's turn it up. All right.
Realize your life has no purpose?
Do I have a death wish, Morgan asks?
This is based on a true story, people. Okay?
Maybe I did. I thought this would be our final run ever. We had made millions and millions of dollars, but God had other plans.
Peter Lowe, the one-time drug dealer turned pastor, along with two others, will be executed at 12 midnight local time.
Okay. What do you guys think about that? That kind of gave me goosebumps. What do you guys think? Let me give you guys the link to this so you can go watch it and let me know what you think. So those are the two movies that I'm thinking about. All right. Check it out. Check. Let's get into Bradley here. Okay. Now his crime must have been kind of gruesome, right? And I don't know what it would be. What he did is horrible. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's look at him first. And I think his son is in prison right now. I think it's his son. I could be wrong. We'll look at him too. No, that's his son. Okay, this is Brad Keith Sigmon. He's in South Carolina. He's going to be laid to rest on March 9th. let's see, what does it say here? Death row. So he was admitted there 7/22/2002. He is 67 years old. He is at Broad River Secure Facility. Let's see what else. So he has 2 counts of murder, first degree burglary. Can't even talk right. He has no escapes. And 11/20/2012, this is his disciplinary sanctions. Loss of canteen, 30 days. Loss of telephone, 30 days. Loss of television, 90 days. On 4/10/2015, he lost his canteen for 100 days. Disciplined detention for 10 days. Lost the telephone for 100. Lost the television for 365 days. So a whole year he lost his, oh my God, he was naughty. I wonder what he did. Loss of visiting privileges for 100 days. For, oh, I see why, for use of narcotics. And 5/23/16, disrespect, canteen for 30 days. So all you little Wade wives out there crying because he's losing visitation at canteen, it's like that everywhere. He ain't special. Okay? I'm just letting you know. He is not special at all. Let's see. This is all the different areas he's moved, the different locations. What's this? Oh, movement. Isn't this his movement too? Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Death row, medical. Okay, I see everywhere. He's, of course, because he's on death row, he has no work credits, education credits, certificates, none of that. Okay. Let's look at his son. Allegedly, I could be wrong. I will do more research. I will do better, people, but I really think it's his son. This is Brandon Keith Sigmon. He's 41. And his release is 2024 or 40. This is what he did. Kidnapping. This is funny why I say this. Assault and battery. 2 counts of kidnapping. Burglary, first degree, 2 counts. What did Brad do? He kidnapped his ex-girlfriend. What did he get put in there? 2016? Huh. All right. So there's that. Let me look at my chat. Anything going on? No. The one looks pretty good. I've seen previews of that one. Which one? I haven't seen either of them. One was a mistake. One was a mistake overnight. Oh, God, I'm sorry, people. Yeah. Yeah. It's rated R. I think they both look good, actually, because they just brought back the firing squad to the United States. And I noticed in that show, it's like in the UK or somewhere like that, or not in America. There we go. There you have it. Okay, people, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to read what he did. He's got whatchamacallit. They're trying to stop his execution, so we're going to read what they write. It's a church. We are going to go through what he did. We are going to go through some videos. What are my videos I got? We're going to show you what it looks like in their firing squad. I think it is. That's what their news put out. And we're going to take a look inside their death row, just clips. And there's a lady that witnessed an execution of a fire squad. We are going to go to southcarolina.gov and we're going to learn about their death row. Okay, because they have more. They have more. Okay, I can't think right now. Executions coming up. There we go. Hold on a minute. I gotta get this ready. Here we go. I got that ready. Let's see what else. Okay, we went through that. We're gonna see what the family looks like because I had a really hard time finding pictures of the victims. You know what? Actually, I didn't find any, right? Or the family. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. So I'm going right to his appeal. No, that ain't his appeal. What is going on here? Oh, that was weird. Okay, this is the situation here. Let's looky. We'll go over there. All right, this is the background. We're only doing the background of this, people. Okay. Sigmon and Becky were in an intimate relationship for 3 years. They were living together in her trailer when she informed Sigmon, I'll say Brad, she did not want to see him anymore. Becky's parents, Gladys, I think it's Gladys, and David lived next door to them in a trailer on the same property. David also informed Brad that Becky wanted him to move out and served him with eviction papers, stating Brad had to leave within 2 weeks. Becky moved in with her parents. Brad believed she had begun a new relationship, and although he pleaded with her to come back, she refused. Brad became increasingly obsessed with Becky, stalking her in an attempt to verify if she was seeing another man. About a week after Becky asked him to leave, Brad was drinking and smoking narcotics with a friend, Eugene, in Becky's trailer. At some point in the evening, Brad decided to go over to her parents' home. The following morning, Becky left to take her children to school, and tie up Becky's parents. He tied up Becky's parents. Do you see how this don't make sense, this sentence? Okay. When Becky returned home, Brad intended to kidnap her and disappear with her, but he did not want her parents to be able to call authorities. Him and his buddy eventually ran out of narcotics, and his friend fell asleep. In the morning after, they seen Becky leave. So Brad and his friend exited the trailer. However, his friend changed his mind about helping Brad and left. Brad grabbed a baseball bat from beneath his trailer and entered Becky's parents' trailer, Gladys and David. Upon seeing Brad, David told his wife to bring him a gun. Brad hit him in the back of the head several times with the bat. Brad then saw Gladys and ran after her in the living room. He hit her several times in the head. He returned to the kitchen where David lay and hit him several more times with the bat because he was still moving. He then went back to Gladys, but she was still moving, hit her several more times. Then he retrieved David's gun and waited for Becky to return home. When Becky returned, he brandished a weapon, took the car keys, and forced her in the car. He intended to pick up his own car and drive North Carolina, so he stole their car. With Becky, however, she managed to jump out of the car and tried running away. He pulled over and chased her. After shooting her several times, when he realized he was out of bullets, he took the car and fled. Although Becky was injured, she survived the assault and told the witness who came to her aid that Brad told her that he tied up and unalived her parents. Police officers were dispatched there. where they discovered the bodies. A manhunt ensued. Brad was eventually captured in Tennessee after he called his mother, who was assisting police in locating him. He was arrested without incident and taken into custody. He confessed to unaliving them, kidnapping and shooting Becky. He admitted that he intended to unalive her and then himself. Okay, they transferred him back to Greenville. But at Brad's request, they took his statement before leaving Tennessee. He had then confessed his crimes, stated his plan had been to unalive Becky and him. Hold on a minute, please. Sorry, I had to get a drink, people. Okay, where are we? Okay, he was indicted. 2 counts of murder, assault and battery with intent to unalive, kidnapping, possession of a firearm during commission of a violent crime, first-degree burglary, grand larceny. The case proceeded to trial only on the murder and the first-degree burglary charges. Brad conceded guilt and presented no evidence in his defense. The state presented expert testimony that both of the Larks died as blunt force trauma to the head, describing the severity of their wounds. Both sustained 9 lacerations to the head, hemorrhaging, filling the sinuses with blood. Oh, God. So they were breathing in blood as they died. They lived for 3 to 5 minutes. Defense wounds, forearms. Obviously, the jury found him guilty. During the penalty phase, the defense they gave testimony regarding his mental state and his childhood abandonment issues and neglect issues, development of social morals and overall judgment, his history of drug use, because he's a recurrent major depressive. He's got depressive disorder, chemical dependency disorder. Has he been in prison before? Okay. Brad additionally presented evidence that he was adapting to prison life and he was not problematic or difficult prisoner. Okay. Brad testified he was sorry for the crimes and admitted he probably deserved to die. The jury considered 3 factors: aggravation, the 2 or more persons were unalived, that murder was committed during the commission of a burglary, and that the murder was committed with physical torture. It also charged the jury to consider 4 statutory mitigating circumstances: that the defendant had no prior history or criminal convictions involving the use of violence towards another person, the murder was committed while the defendant was under the influence, or emotional or mental distress, the capability of the defendant to apprehend the criminality of his conduct to the law was impaired, the defendant was provoked by the victim. What? That didn't happen. Although Brad requested a charge of statutory mitigating circumstances of age and mentality, the judge declined to give the charge, noting mental state would not be covered by mitigating circumstances. So there's that. And I will say right now, he has asked them not to, which is weird. They have asked him not to stop his execution. They have unreasonable excuse to, I know. All right, let's look at his court. Because this case is so old that you really can't find anything on it. But USA Today, a barbaric inmate chooses death by firing squad or execution in South Carolina next month. Oh, looky there. Is that him? All right, let's see. Oh, it's March. I thought it was March 9th. I gotta go look. People. Okay, this is what his attorney said on Friday, that his client had no choice but to elect the least torturous way to die, raising questions about the recent monstrous lethal injections in the state and saying that the state has an ancient electric chair which would burn and cook him alive. The nerve, people. Torturous way. Oh. Okay, let's look at the gallery of pictures. Okay, this is May 8th, 2001. He was in court here April 27th, 2001. This is the ex-wife of Brad's. That's him there. Brad rants to the jury after defense rest. It's his final argument on July 21st, 2020. He pulled out his suitcase and showed pictures of Rebecca. Why would he do that? Wow. Okay, this is their son. That is the bat. Why is he? Did he represent himself? What is going on here? Wait a minute. The sister Brad cries as he was convicted on July 19, 2002. That was him at the stand. He was holding back tears and apologizing. Who's she? Okay, this is Renee. This is a daughter of the Larks. This is Brad's mother. This is Brad. Looks over at Rebecca. Wow. There's pure evil right there. Look at that. There he is up there again. Brad's, you know what? I think what he did, I'm going to look up on that. Hold on a minute, people. He runs to the jury after defense rested. It's the final argument as he looks towards Rebecca. Then he pulled out Polaroids of his suitcase of Rebecca. That's his mom. That's him crying again. This is Rebecca. Right here. There's Rebecca. Wow. All right, let's see. So like I said, he what does this say? Oh, let's look at what it looks like, people. Let's look at it. Okay, this pretty much is just everything I talked about. Yeah, I just read all that. Yeah, I'm not going to read again. No, no, no. Okay, let's watch some videos I put together. This is the news stations out there.
Inmate is choosing to die by firing squad. His decision is now going to make him the first right here in the U.S. to be executed that way in 15 years. 67-year-old Brad Sigmon was convicted of brutally killing his ex-girlfriend's parents back in 2001. And he is scheduled to be executed on March 7th, so it's not too far away. But his attorneys argue the state's execution methods are inhumane. They say lethal injection has led to prolonged deaths.
Okay, there it is. You guys, I don't know how I would handle this. You're strapped down and you're going to have all these weapons pointed at you. Sorry, I'm going to take a drink. Hold on. All right. That's another thing I read in another document. What he did to them, what I think what they meant by torture, he terrorized them. Because he had them tied up in separate rooms. They were bounded, right? He would go beat on one for a while, and then he would go beat on the other. That's what he did. He went back and forth in different rooms because he's a demon.
And the electric chair would, quote, burn and cook him alive. His legal team, though, has one final appeal. They're hoping to stop the execution and push for a sentence of life without parole. If carried out, he'll be the oldest person executed in South Carolina since the death penalty was reinstated. Meanwhile, the executive director of death penalty releasing a statement on the firing squad, writing, quote, if I had to choose how to be killed, I'd probably pick being shot too, as long as I trusted the shooter to get it right. For death penalty action, the question is not how we kill our prisoners, but that we allow government to conduct executions at all when the system is as broken as it is.
Okay, that's death row in South Carolina. Oh my gosh, look at that room. Look at how tiny that is. So that's where they eat.
We're following up for you at 4, and 2 South Carolina inmates on death row asking the Supreme Court to not intervene in their executions. This is a story that we've covered for you closely. Earlier this month, the Greenville natives Freddie Owens and Brad Sigmon, who you see on your screen, were set to be executed. However, this was halted after the two received an emergency injunction from the state Supreme Court. They're now wanting the court to dismiss their appeal and withdraw the emergency order. This is because the Supreme Court recently ruled executions cannot take place unless the inmates are offered 2 or more methods of execution. Right now, the state does not have the drugs needed for lethal injections, and logistics are still being worked out for a firing squad.
Okay, that's that again.
The first was when the curtain was opened. Mr. Gardner's head was restrained. There was a strap across his forehead so he could.
Okay, this is the witness describing the firing squad execution.
Couldn't move his head, but I could see him moving his eyes, and it looked almost like he could see us through the window, even though he couldn't.
What caught my attention was that it was so sudden, so quick, boom, boom, just like that.
It was over pretty quickly. It was cleaner than I expected, and it was fast. But he moved. He moved a little bit, and to some degree that bothers me.
Okay.
To some degree that mirrors.
Okay. When your body, you know, your body will still flinch after you're not alive. I think doctors need to, and nurses need to explain that to people, what your body does after you pass. Just saying.
The last few weeks of his life, because he was fighting to stay alive the last few weeks of his life legally, and that seemed to carry on the last 60 to 120 seconds.
When he was shot, some of us, I think, weren't sure if he had passed away because we could see movement. He had his fist clenched, and we can see his elbow move up and down, and his thumb and forefingers moving, rubbing against each other.
Before we went in the execution room, they warned us that if the first round of shots doesn't fire, we'll have to fire again. And I don't know about the other. I think for a brief second we were starting to wonder if that was going to happen because he kept moving. And that's what stood out most to me.
It was almost clinical and very sanitary. The other observation would be after it seemed like a couple of minutes, but it was much faster than that. We could see there was some change in the coloration of.
Okay. Listen to these people. Hello, everyone. Just woke up. Well, we are going over a new guy that's going to be put to sleep. His name is Brad Sigmon, okay? South Carolina. Okay, let's finish with this.
It was a navy blue, dark blue jumpsuit he was wearing. It was like blood may have been pooling around his waist, but you could tell that something was changing around his waist. And
well, if I was them, I would never come to another one then because it really bothered them. Just saying. Okay, I've heard of Ronnie Lee. Let's see what Ronnie Lee Gardner did. Okay. I know I go from one thing to another, but that just caught me off guard. What did he do? Okay, we're going to go look at what he did right now. Here's Ronnie. We'll just go here. What did he do? Killing a man during an attempt to escape from the courthouse in 1985. Okay. In 1984, excuse me. He unalived a man during a robbery. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. In Utah. While being moved in 1985 for the homicide, he fatally shot an attorney. Oh, my gosh. So he shot an attorney. Was it his attorney? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah. Okay, he was helping him out. Wow. How did he get his hand on a weapon? Okay, so it was an unsuccessful escape. He was convicted of 2 counts. Imprisonment for life for the first charge and received the death penalty for the second. That's what happened. Okay. I just had to look who they were talking about. Hey, Jenny, do you have like Facebook? Because if you watch the beginning of this live, there are 2 movies. One's called Firing Squad, and the other's called like Father Like Son. Movies to watch. The one by accident I ordered when I was sleeping because I sleep with the TV on, and I must have laid on my remote. Sort of. Because, okay, I can stream on Facebook and Rumble at the same time. Except for on Rumble, we wouldn't be able to chat, but we could on sorry, I can't think right now. Facebook, I'm sorry, Facebook. All right. Now, let's go to the people trying to save his life. Even though he didn't want his life saved, but maybe he changed his mind again. I don't, obviously, he's turned to God. So if you choose you want to help save this man, okay, they're doing these signature things. Now, this is what I want to say, people. We've seen it over and over and over. These people that try to do these type of things, like the change.org and all that, they don't pay attention. They don't read all this. They don't even care. I'm just saying, they don't. So this is what they say. This is Action Network. All right. The following comes from our allies at South Carolina's for Alternatives to the Death Penalty. No, that's not what it says. Ultras? All right. So they wanted to highlights the troubling flaws in the justice system. For people who have experienced childhood trauma and undiagnosed mental illness. His case also shows that nobody is beyond redemption if given a chance to become a different people. Okay? So they're asking for clemency, which ain't going to happen. Hate to break it to you. Okay, he is a caring, hardworking Christian man. Despite childhood marred by his father's alcoholism and physical abuse and the mother's instability and neglect, he began working factory shift as a teenager so he could buy food for his brothers and sisters. Brett also worked to keep up their spirits, shielding them from the horrors of their childhood with jokes, acts of tenderness. When his younger brother was injured and could not walk without pain, Brad would carry him on his back. In his 30s, Brad was reeling from his childhood traumas, succumbed to a severe inherited mental illness that at the time went undiagnosed and untreated. The nature of the crime and his behavior at trial was a product of the disorder. So he made a scene at his trial because in the sentencing phase, he was up there talking to the jury. Okay, that's what we've seen, people. He was having manic episodes and left him unmanageable to recognize or control his irrationality. Now they can't use narcotics and alcoholism. Why? Because by that time he had been locked up for how long? So they need to stop that. I know a lot of people that suffer from all different kind of things, and they're not out harming people. Okay, I just got back on your Facebook. I don't know how to look anyone up. You know what? You just meet us there. You found me? Here, peoples. This is my Facebook. This is going to be the new meeting place, people, for us to watch documentaries, true stories, and movies. So this is Facebook. And let's go to Rumble real quick. Let me just put that there just because. Because Patreon which I thought was going to be different. Oh, hold on a minute. Here's Rebel. I thought Patreon was different, but because nobody told me different, you live and learn. And that's what I've been doing. I live and learn. I teach myself all the time. How long has that happened? Why did it happen? $8:16, $8:20. How long? Why did that happen? Can you please tell me? What did you stop hearing? I'm truly upset. For quite a while. When did you last hear me? What's the last thing I said? Anybody remember? I'm so sorry. I swear to God, I don't know how this happens. Because I'm not even in StreamYard. I'm out of StreamYard. Wow. Okay. Okay, so you didn't hear anything I just said about this. I know, when things don't go smoothly, I know they don't happen, but when I get muted and I'm not even in StreamYard and I don't know how it happens, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, here we go. I'll be looking at my phone now. I try not to look at my phone because it gets me sidetracked when I'm reading. All right, so this is a church or whatever trying to save his life. And like I said before, you guys can hear me. These like GoFundMe's and stuff like that never helps. However, if you want to help, here are the signatures. You can come sign here. So what they're saying here, they're highlighting case highlights and troubling flaws in our justice system and treatment of people who have experienced childhood trauma and undiagnosed inherited mental illness. His cases also shows that nobody is beyond redemption if there's any chance to become a different people. Okay? Please take consistent action in the coming weeks. Clemency for Brad. Okay. Brad is caring and a hardworking Christian man. Despite a child marred by his father's alcoholism and physical abuse and his mother's instability and neglect, Brad began working factory shift as a teenager so he could buy food for his brothers and sisters. He also helped keep their spirits up, shielding them from the horrors of their childhood with jokes, acts of tenderness. When his brother was injured, could not walk, his brother would carry him around. In his 30s, he started reeling from his childhood trauma, succumbed to a severe inherited mental illness. At the time, when undiagnosed, untreated. Then why did they talk about it at trial? Tell me that. Okay, never mind. The nature of the crime and his behavior at trial was the product of the disorder which caused manic episodes and left him you know what? I'm going to go look to see if I'm not muted. Okay, I'm still good. Sorry. Unable to recognize or control his irrationality. Brad is deeply remorseful. In prison, he has dedicated himself to his faith as he seeks repentance and forgiveness. As one minister observes, Brad could be an informal chaplain on death row because the way he pastors and mentors his fellow inmates. Brad has not been involved in a single violent incident. Funny they say violent, right? Because you know what we've seen? He didn't like to, no, there wasn't anything violent, but he was using narcotics. Yeah. And more than 20 years on death row. Because of his immaturity and respect for security officers, no, he got in trouble for not respecting them. They recognize him as a good influence on fellow prisoners and have trusted him with many responsibilities like passing out food trays, cleaning, running the laundry, assisting community with whatever need. He remains a good source of strength, spiritual discernment, and support all who know him. He has maintained a close bond with the siblings who have depended on his faith, steadiness while navigating the death of their father and disabling illness of their mother. His health is deteriorating. He has suffered one stroke, and due to a near total blockage of his cartilage arteries, is a great risk for another. Brad would be the oldest person ever executed in South Carolina, executing the man who Bradley is today because of a tormented and ill man. Okay, like I said, you guys have heard me. I have a problem with them using that word, right? Because that's what he did to his victims. Okay, would accomplish nothing. Would only deprive the many people who come to appreciate and even rely upon Brad, his family, prisoners, guards, and ministers of his example of a what? What? Why are the guards saying anything? Why are the guards saying anything? Just saying. They're not supposed to be having relationships with prisoners, right? Well, I know it happens, people. I'm just saying. I'm just talking. We are undersigned and asked you to do everything within your power to stop execution, including issuing a stay and seeking a path to clemency on the case. Thank you for your time and attention. So Brad must have chose, forthcoming info. Brad has made a choice to die by lethal injection. Okay. We already know this. But I don't know if they want. Okay, March 7th. It's not March 9th. I was wrong, people. It happens. Well, I guess Brad now wants to be saved. He wants to be saved, people. Just thought I'd put that out there. All right. All right, what's this here? Okay, so this institution was built in 1988. Okay, this is confusing. Death row was housed at Broad River, opened in 1988. It was later moved to Lieber Correctional in 1997. Then it moved to Kirkland in 2017 and returned. I was just going to say, it's Broad River. And yes, it is. It's Broad River. See what this says. Oh, it was built in 1912. My bad. Wow. The facility used for the original execution is Central Correctional Institution. Where's it now? Oh, it's at Broad River. Here is the housing. Okay. Okay, the methods they talk about. Oh. All right, let's see. How many did they do last year? Let's look. They've already done one this year. I can't remember his name. They didn't do any from 2012 to 2023. So 11 years, they did none. That's that. That's that, people. Some cases, a lot of people are against it. And I get that. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, I kind of feel weird about it, except for certain cases. Anything to do with children, bottom line, anything to do with children. But some of these other gruesome ones, I normally don't believe in death penalty, but if we would make the death penalty mandatory, right? Okay. Sorry. Okay, before I end this, I'm going to show you the two movies again. Now, also, I'm going to come back later to do a live. I don't know if I'm going to do Wade Wisdom. I know I said last night I was, but oh my gosh, I'm trying to put together something and it's taken me forever. I'm going through all his hundreds of pictures from his tablet when they take pictures when he signs in. There's so many, and I got to crop them and all this stuff. I mean, it's just time consuming. I've already spent 4 hours on it. But go through his canteen also. All right, I'm going to find those movies I was talking about. Like Father, like Son. Here we go. Father, like Son. Mm-hmm. All right. This is just going to be real quick because I don't want to get a strike. There we go. Have to worry like that. Hold on. Do. There we go. Let's play around like that. I'm only going to pay like 10 seconds. This is called like Father, like Son.
I imagine you feel angry.
Oh, what's the matter?
Father's a monster.
There's that. So that movie I accidentally bought when I was sleeping. I thought, well, might as well watch it with my peoples, right? Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Here's the other movie. Since we've been talking about death warrants. Oh, I should put I'll put the links in a minute, people. Shoot, I'm sorry. So you can watch the whole trailer because I'm not going to do it on my channel. It's so silly. You're giving them, not exposure, what's the word? You're having more people to come look at it. All right, this is called The Firing Squad. This is based on a true story. Hold on a minute.
Purpose?
Do I have a death wish? Morgan asked. Maybe I did. I thought this would be our final run ever. We had made millions and millions of dollars, but God had other plans.
Peter Lowe, the one-time drug dealer turned pastor, along with 2 others, will be executed at 12 midnight local time.
So there you go. That's that one. Let me get the trailer for the other one for you guys. Hold on a minute, please. The one movie came out in 2025, which is like butter, like sun. I think the other one, oh, jeez, was 2024. So I will end this live. So this is the next man to be euthanized, which is March 7th, not March 9th. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to watch a movie with me tonight. And if so, let me know the time. We will watch either or. No, I think we will watch like Father, like Son. I don't know. Let me know below. I want to thank everybody who is here with me, which is Jenny and Misty, people in the bushes. Thank you very much. What else? Anybody who watches the replay. And with that, I'm going to end it, people. And I will be back later.
Late at night or broad daylight, she's bringing the truth into the fight. shining a light where the shadows creep, for the lost, the stolen, the ones who will weep. She won't turn away, she won't back down, even when the loony clowns come round. Threats don't shake her, lies don't win. She stands for justice, right till the end. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kid true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Chase fame, some chase views, but she fights for those with nothing to lose. For the kids who vanish without a trace, she won't stop till she cracks the case. They try to silence, they try to scare, but truth don't break and she's still there, calling out monsters, showing their game. Justice comes when you speak their name. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kid true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Need a voice, kids stand strong. She makes the choice for victims gone, for those in need. She's fighting hard, she won't concede. Want the truth,